All right, great, everyone. So I say we get into it. Today's meditation is going to be a body scan meditation. If you've ever taken any of my courses, extended courses, or retreat, you're familiar with the body scan meditation. It essentially involves what it sounds like, scanning the body with your awareness. And bringing a more acute attention to the different sensations and what it's like to have a body, to be embodied. And in our culture, we often spend so much time in our heads that our bodies are kind of just seen as a transportation for our brains. But there's a lot of wisdom in the body, and there's a lot of happiness and goodness that comes when we start connecting to the body. Also, sometimes some discomfort. It's where our stress can be, it's where difficult emotions can be. If we've had some stored trauma, it can also be there. So we go into the body with sensitivity, recognizing that we never have to force ourselves to do the body scan or force ourselves to be attuned to the body. And if at any point it's uncomfortable, you can open the eyes, shake it out a bit, and then come back when it feels okay. I'm going to walk you through this. There'll be more guidance especially than yesterday with the counting of the breaths, just because I will be directing us as we go down from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. But remember, at the core of nearly any meditation practice is this heightened awareness around whatever it is we're attuning to. And so in this case, it's the body. Notice when the mind wanders off, when it zones out, and just try to bring the sensation. Today we're working with sensation. Bring the sensation into focus. All right, so let's get going. For this meditation, you could sit, you could stand, you can lie down, whatever feels best for you. If it's comfortable to close your eyes, you can do so now. And we'll start by tuning in with the sound of the bell. I'll ring the bells, and you bring your full attention and presence to it until it dissolves into silence. So let's start this meditation by taking one deep breath together. In through the nose, and slowly out through the mouth. We'll start by bringing our awareness to our heads. And before we focus on anything specifically in the head, just notice if you could feel your head resting on your neck, being supported by your neck. I sometimes like to move my head just side to side to feel, oh yeah, there's a head up there. I'll notice if there's any tension in the head this morning, or afternoon or evening, or if it feels relatively neutral. We'll slide the awareness around to the forehead. And when we're paying attention to these body parts, it's not a visualization. We're not thinking about them, but we're really trying to feel them with our mind. It might be a new practice. So if periodically you need to scrunch up a part of the body just to feel it a little bit more and release it, that's okay. Sliding down the eyebrows and the eyeballs, noticing where the eyelids meet the eyeballs, like little blankets. Down through the nose, the cheeks, the lips, and you can even bring your awareness into your mouth. Do you notice where your tongue is resting? And what is it making contact with in your mouth? Sliding around to the ears. Seeing if you can feel the outsides of the ears. And then slowly moving in through the ear canal. And how far in can you bring your awareness? Coming out of the ears and now down into the neck. Down through the shoulders. Sometimes when I'm focusing on parts of the body, especially tense parts of the body, I like to feel as though this awareness and presence is like flushing fresh water into that part of the body. I don't really visualize that. It's just like a felt sense that awareness is coming in and nourishing it. And there is something to be said for that. You may notice as soon as you bring awareness to certain parts of the body, they start to relax. Or maybe they start to tense. Either way, some sort of energy is moving. Sliding down through the arms. So the biceps, the triceps. Just feeling. To the forearms. And then the hands and fingertips. The fingertips are a very sensitive part of the body. Notice if you feel the air brushing against the fingertips, even if it's very subtle. As you're going through this, it may feel like a weird meditation. Like what's the point, or what am I supposed to be feeling? It's truly just connecting to your body. And so just trust that process for now. If you can feel, even if you can't, right? Sometimes there's numbness there. But as long as we're bringing our awareness as best as possible to what is this area of the body like, we're doing the practice. Coming around to the chest now. Here you might start to notice some movement in the body. With each inhale and exhale, maybe you feel the chest rising, falling. Can you even feel your heart beating nestled into your rib cage. This amazing body that is breathing you and beating for you. There may be things about it we're frustrated with, areas where maybe we feel like the body's let us down or we've let the body down. We can let go of some of that right now and just connect to the goodness of, wow, I have a heart that is beating. Even if there's some pain or discomfort in the body, for right now, can you just feel that there's still goodness here? Your body's still taking care of you. Moving down now into the belly region. Just feeling the breath, that subtle movement in the belly. Now wrapping that awareness around the side of your body and up to the top of your back. And we're just going to blanket the entire back from top to bottom with awareness. If there's pain or discomfort, notice if the mind gets caught up in judgment, frustration, thinking I can't do this or this is creating more discomfort. We let those thoughts go, or we don't fuel them. And can we just be with the basic sensation? What is it like? What is tightness like? What is heat like? If there's pins and needles, what does that feel like? Independent of our judgments and thoughts. That's the fear mind. It's just trying to protect you, but you're okay right now. And now wrapping that blanket further around the entire upper body. So everywhere from the waist up, including your head, is just enveloped in this presence. Feeling what it's like to have gifted all of these areas of your body with some presence, awareness. Sliding now down into the pelvis, the pelvic region, starting with the hip bones on the sides, sliding around to the groin area. Notice if there's resistance or fear or emotion that comes up. These are very sensitive and charged parts of the body. Moving around to the buttocks. And even the anal region. Again, notice if there's any resistance or it feels like, oh, this is not part of the meditation. We hold a lot of tension in these areas of the body. So just see if you can relax some of this, some of the tension that might be in the pelvic region. Sliding down now through the thighs. top of the thighs, where the quadriceps are, as well as the hamstrings. If you want, you can even feel like your awareness is going beneath the level of the skin, but into the tissue and the muscle and all the way down to the bone. Really getting inside of the body. Down through the knees. The calves and shins. And finally, the feet. And now just sensing the whole lower body from the waist down. Notice if you are aware of more sensation, maybe pleasant sensation, maybe some uncomfortable sensation. Expanding the awareness to be with the entire body. So now you're just feeling yourself resting in space. You can even lift the arms ever so slightly just to get a sense of what it's like to be in your body and feel the heaviness of the body or the effects of gravity. If you want to move it just a bit, as we take a deep breath in through the nose, bringing all of that air and oxygen down through the body, filling it up, and then exhaling back out, relaxing into yourself, settling into yourself. So before we close for today, first, just take a moment to thank yourself and your body for taking care of you. And thank yourself for your willingness to engage in the practice, even though it can sometimes be uncomfortable or even boring at times. And then if you'd like to set an intention for your day, this is your space to do so. Something you want to carry with you. It can be anything that feels compelling right now. And in a moment, I will ring the bells 3 times. When you hear them, just bring your full presence to the sound until it dissolves back into silence. And as you're ready, you can let your body Start to get some movement. Reorient yourself back into the space. And allow the eyes to open. So good job, everyone. That was our body scan meditation. It's a powerful practice. I personally hated the body scan when I first started doing it. I have a whole story about the body scan in my book, Stop Messing Your Life. And I talk about my relationship to my nose, which I have like a classic Sicilian nose. You could look at it. But it was about this size when I was in 7th grade, and no other part of my body grew, and suffered some torment for it and really internalized a lot of hatred toward my nose. And I remember when I first did the body scan and brought my awareness there, all of that emotion came back. There was a lot of fear, sadness, like even loneliness, just from bringing awareness to my nose. So the body stores emotion, stores energy, stuff gets locked and blocked there. And while this can be a very peaceful and settling and relaxing practice, and I'm sure many of you got to experience that, it can also be a very charged practice, and it can leave us feeling like buzzing a bit, especially if it's the first time we're reconnecting to our bodies, like feeling this new energy. So just want to normalize that. If you're feeling any of it, it's part of the process. If it feels like a lot, go for a walk, keep your eyes open, ground, have a conversation with someone. And yeah, this practice is here if you want to continue working with it. It'll be up on YouTube in a couple hours. So thank you all for your practice today. This is the end of week 1, the attunement week. So we will move into heart-based practices starting tomorrow. If you have friends, family that you think would enjoy week 1, again, they can find them all on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, especially Facebook. If you think you know people that would be interested in the heart-based practices, definitely tag them, share them. You could share my profile directly. They could follow along, and they could get started on week 2. It doesn't need to happen in sequence, so if they just want to jump in on day 8, that's fine as well. All right, y'all. Cool. And just a quick update, if anyone is interested in my online retreat, I know most of you already are aware of it, but we still have spots open, and that will be June 5th through 7th. And you can find all the details at corymuscara.com/retreat. And that will be an immersive online experience. So if you've been enjoying this, that just takes everything a layer deeper. So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to you tomorrow, and take care.